Right now, the market sucks. In fact, I go as far as to say that it currently sucks more now than at any other time during the cycle. And we are at the bottom of a depressing valley that's been shaking out so many people who thought that they could handle the emotion and pressure, but ultimately could not. There's no getting around it. The bear market is intimidating, but it also presents a unique opportunity to become insanely wealthy if you play this game correctly. When prices are down, that's your chance to accumulate assets at a very heavy discount. Remember, wealth is made in the bear market and not the bull market. And crypto is the number one asset class for huge returns by a country mile. Nothing right now compares. Fact. So, whether you're brand new or a crypto veteran, acquiring as much as you can now in what is probably the most opportune time in the market swings that risk reward ratio heavily in your favor. Creating a DCA strategy now could basically set you up for life if you do it correctly. Decide on a fixed amount you can comfortably invest on a regular basis. It could be weekly, monthly, or whatever fits your financial budget situation. Stick to this schedule religiously. By consistently buying in, you're acquiring assets at what has shown to be the best possible time in cycles past. I can't stress the timing here enough. But Ben, I don't have any more money to accumulate more crypto right now. I've been buying in while the market's been dropping, and now I'm tapped out and depressed. What do I do? Well, this brings us to the crux of this video. This is where patience and sacrifice play a huge role. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing as we speak to set myself up for some major financial success the next year or two. First off, it's important to note that I've been working on making myself able to work remotely for some time now. So I totally understand that this is more difficult for certain people, especially when you factor in families and kids, etc. Right now, my wife and I don't yet have any children. And so it allows us a certain level of flexibility that we understand some unable to enjoy. So what am I doing? Well, to cut right to it, I am renting my home out and relocating. Why am I doing this? Well, for starters, like most of you, dry powder or investable money right now is a commodity that's difficult to put my hands on, especially as I've been dollar cost averaging over the last couple of months as the market's been dropping. So basically, I need more money to be able to continue doing this. And quite frankly, I've been through too many cycles previously and understand that as prices continue to drop, the opportunity for huge wealth grows exponentially. And I'm not missing out this time. And so the positions I want to take now, while these deep discounts are available, have way too much upside for me not to put my gratification on hold and suck it up for the next year or two and persevere through this bear cycle. While I love living in a big house pool with too many bedrooms, I'd rather cut back on my living expenses by renting a smaller apartment, make some additional cash flow from renting my house out over the next year or two, and utilize that entire revenue margin to continue setting positions throughout this bear market, building my portfolio, strengthening it. So, where am I relocating? Right now, we're undecided. We're looking at a few options, including Puerto Rico, that offers some incredible tax benefits and incentives for US citizens. As a US citizen, you're not required to renounce your citizenship to take advantage of these perks. And so, due to Act 22 and Act 60, if you're familiar, you could potentially pay only 4% or less on your capital gains tax, as opposed, of course, to the much higher rates in mainland US. So, it does sound tasty. Portugal and Dubai are also other areas we're considering, as well as areas such as Argentina, where due to inflation, makes it an extremely inexpensive country to live, providing, of course, that you make your revenue from outside of that country. In my opinion, we may only get another cycle or two with this crazy cowboy land opportunities that can amount to the hundreds and the thousands of X's. And so I believe I'd be an idiot to not look to set myself up in advance to make the most of this. Moving your life around is inconvenient and a sacrifice to be sure, but to me, ultimately worth it when the bull market swings back around and suddenly the horizon's looking all bright and shiny. We'll be making a lot more videos based on setting up for crypto success long term. But right now, if you're in the US and looking to make some moves yourself, it's essential you obviously consult your legal and tax professionals to navigate this process smoothly. It's not that easy, but also it's not that difficult. If you live outside the US, there are some great options for you to explore. Switzerland, Malta, Singapore, Cayman Islands, like obviously Portugal and Dubai are just a few that may accomplish what you're looking for. I'll be going into detail on some of these in the future, so make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop there. My point here is not so much that you need to go to the lengths of moving you and your family, but the narrative of sacrifice is an important one at times like this. It's investing 101. When others are fearful, be greedy. You've heard that Warren Buffett foundational investment strategy before, no doubt, but you really have to act on it in order to make the mega gains that you are dreaming of. This is quite literally the hardest part, and why 99% of people don't accomplish this mega wealth in these market conditions. Cut back on expenses, coffee, car payments, you name it. If there's an opportunity to create more dry powder in your life to continue to invest in your favorite crypto projects, now is the time to do so. And it's not just cutting back. Look for more opportunities to make money also, even if that's driving Uber or delivering pizza. Just think, $100 now could be $10,000 in a bull market. $1,000 now could be 100,000 in the bull market. It's insane and not a realistic return in any other asset class. So every little bit really does count here. I'll leave you with this. A bear market is a stressful, fearful time where sentiment is at an all-time low and emotions are often weighing us down and stopping us being active and productive in arguably the most important time to be so. Change the narrative for yourself. Just knowing that this is how cycles work and that you're investing now for the bull cycle in a year or so puts you ahead of 99% of crypto investors. That's your little secret to enjoy. You have a private army of dollars going out there and setting up a base camp while you continue to reinforce them by DCAing in, so that when the war happens, your army is ready to dominate. Walk around with this secret recipe to success, all the while knowing that when your friends are out there buying new houses, buying new watches, buying new toys, you are setting yourself for huge success in the next year or two. If you can shift your mindset to this, you'll dominate. This community will dominate. Don't get shaken out by the mainstream negative mindset of the copious amounts of people that are naive, less experienced, and venting louder than everyone else. You are better than that. Stay tuned for more videos where we'll be covering areas like offshore banking, asset protection, as well, of course, of where we will be deploying our newfound dry powder into the market. These are all things you should know, and you don't have to be James Bond to do so. This community is going to kill it in this cycle and the next cycle, and we're setting things up now for success. So stay tuned, enjoy the community, hit the like button, all that good stuff. I will catch you on the next one.